Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you guys are new, hello, my name is Bridgette. Just a little disclaimer here. I'm in the same clothes as like probably my past 3 videos because I have filmed about 3 or 4 videos in one day. I have a list here, and it is an update on Owen. So this is just gonna be some things that are going on with him, some things that he's having done. He is having a little tiny procedure done, and then my plans for him afterwards. So Owen, as you guys know, has a stifle injury, and he's recovering well from that. However, to prevent any further damage to that stifle and or further damage to his leg in general, we have stopped barrel racing or doing any speed events in general. And the reason that is because he can lock up and fall going around a turn or weaving or etc. It's less likely for him to do in straight lines or anything like that, or just large spins or large circles. Owen had to be put on stall rest for 30 days after his injury, and he was put on a supplement given to me by the vet, and it was called Cortiflex. I highly do not recommend that supplement for anybody with a hot horse in general. Owen was already a hot horse, but his mind, he's very mature for his age, or he was. He was a 3-year-old who I could legit trust to put anybody on at any time, no matter how hot he was, because as soon as he got a rider on him, he would just completely go in tune with that rider. Ever since his injury, he's been a completely different horse. Owen is hotter than he's ever been in his life, since I've had him at least. He has an awful attitude. He's very disrespectful. He's a brat. He has never been a horse that's been untrustworthy, in my opinion, until that injury. He's been kind of off work for a little bit, and so I was like, okay, it's probably just, he's been off work. He's a young horse. Maybe he's just been off work, so he's hot. That happens. Like, obviously that happens with horses. But Owen never snapped back. No matter how many days I put in work, no matter how many breaks I would give him, it just hasn't helped. The plan is, 1, to restart Owen. He's a very smart horse. He's very intelligent. He should snap back fairly quickly as long as I go back all the way back to square one. And that's hard for me to do because I've trained this horse. I've put every bit of work into him for the past year and a half that I've had him has been by me. So it's hard for me to be like, okay, I need to go back to square one. But sometimes that's what's best for the horse. And right now, in this case, this is what's best for him. I'm gonna go back to basics. I'm gonna treat him like he's a unstarted colt for a couple weeks and start putting first rides on him like I would a colt. And we're gonna see how that goes. Another thing, the little procedure that Owen is having done, he has been acting a little strange with his bit. I don't know if he is in pain in his mouth or if he is just being a brat. So I'm ruling out all options. So he's going to the vet just to get evaluated, to get his teeth checked, to get everything, just make sure he's healthy. That way I can rule out a pain response. That's the whole procedure. It's not really a procedure, it's a routine procedure on horses. You're supposed to get their teeth floated often. Now moving on to after I do restart Owen, during the whole basics process of restarting him, I'm putting a reining foundation on him, aka fancy breaking him. He has some buttons, but he's a barrel horse, and the buttons that he does have are barrel horse buttons. So I'm going to teach him a reining horse foundation and do stuff like that. We're gonna get him trail and Western pleasure ready because I think that that'll be really, really cool. I have several trail classes and several Western pleasure classes in my town and in surrounding towns. I think it'd be fun to enter him in, as he's a show horse. He's not like a show horse he has pedigree, so he has to be a show horse. However, what I mean by show horse is his mentality. He's a very work horse mentality, and if he doesn't have a job, he gets depressed. And so Owen needs something to do, And the only thing that I've researched on a lot that I've noticed that won't hurt his stifle in any way, shape, or form is the Western Pleasure and trail classes. He's a very talented horse, and I'm a little biased, obviously, but I see a lot of potential in him. A lot of people in my situation with Owen would just sell him, and I will admit I have tried, and there have been people interested, and there have been people that want to come see him, and every single time that somebody wanted to come see him, I canceled on them, and because I mentally could not handle the thought of him leaving. Never really cared about horses coming and going. That's never been a thing. But Owen can't leave. It's just, he can't leave. So there's just something different about Owen that I can't get rid of him no matter how much he makes me angry, how he can't do the things I can want to do. He makes me infuriated sometimes. But he's also Owen, you know? So, I can't explain it. I can't explain it. It's just, he's Owen. So, yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Go follow our Instagram at bc_cowgirl. I'll see you guys next one.